Hello. Ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between, a blessed afternoon to
Hello.
all. First and foremost, we thank you for joining us today to celebrate the achievements of Busiteños. Before the ceremony begins, we are asking for your kind cooperation with the following house rules to keep the solemnity of the event and to ensure that each and everyone will be able to enjoy the ceremony comfortably. First, to our awardees, please ensure to register at the attendance located near the entrance of the gymnasium before proceeding to your designated seats. Second, awardees are advised to follow the seating arrangement indicated in the disseminated floor plan to ensure the smooth flow during the awarding of medals and certificates. For parents and guardians, please be seated in the bleachers at the sides of the venue. During the program, parents and guardians are advised against mingling with the awardees. Third, to avoid any distractions during the program, everyone is advised to put their phones in silent mode. Likewise, please avoid engaging in behavior that may cause disruptive noise, such as conversing with others or shouting during the ceremony. Fourth, to show respect to our speakers, we are requesting your full attention and attentive listening during the program, especially during guests, student, or faculty speeches. Next, to show respect to people seated behind you, please refrain from standing unless necessary and from taking pictures during the event. Personal photos must be taken before or after the ceremony only. Please rest assured that there are photographers to capture your moments during the ceremony. Sixth, comfort
Hello.
rooms are located near the sides of the stage. In case you need any assistance, our ushers and usherettes are happy to help you. 7. In the event of medical accidents or emergencies, please notify our organizers. We are joined by our medical team located near the entrance. And lastly, we are also asking for your cooperation in maintaining the cleanliness of the venue. Please utilize the garbage bags scattered throughout the gymnasium. We are counting on your help for a pleasant and orderly recognition ceremony. Thank you very much for your participation and cooperation. As the event finally kicks off, here is the most awaited and anticipated event, the Bicol University College of Industrial Technology Recognition 2026. Let's welcome your Masters of Ceremonies, Ms. Therese Mary Rose Ella, Mr. Ezekiel Lim, and our very own Ma'am Diana L. Yugo.
Busitarios and everyone joining us today, a pleasant good afternoon. Together, let us honor and celebrate the remarkable achievements of our scholars at the Bicol University College of Industrial Technology. The processional marks the formal gathering of our distinguished guests, dedicated teaching and non-teaching personnel, and our awardees, individuals whose excellence, perseverance, and commitment have brought us to this meaningful occasion. As we begin, may this moment set the tone for a celebration of hard work, determination, and well-deserved success.
Together with Bicol University College of Industrial Technology Marshals, outstanding college students with their proud parents, teaching and non-teaching personnel, associate dean, acting dean, our esteemed testimonial speakers, and Bicol University officials.
Ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between, please rise and let us begin this momentous occasion with
The Processional!
puti, mes ka, tatada ka makbel. Ano yung okay? When kaya, sir, makakasama sa inyo pa, mama? Oh, si Albert na. Magpatakawan mo na.
We are
Please.
requesting to all to please stand up. To formally commence this momentous occasion, let us pay tribute to our beloved country through the singing of the Philippine National Anthem to be conducted by Professor Karil M. Venus, to be followed by doxology through an audio-visual presentation. You may now be seated.
Once again, to our esteemed faculty members, supporting staff, honored guests, proud parents, and most especially, our distinguished awardees, our proud Busiteños, good afternoon. Welcome to the Bicol University College of Industrial Technology Recognition Ceremony 2026.
Guided by the inspiring theme, Class of 2026, Values-Driven Workforce, Digitally Inclined Lifelong Learners. We honor our Busiteños who have distinguished themselves as beacons of excellence, individuals who embody scholarship, leadership, service, and character, and who uphold the university's vision for humanity.
Today, we gather not only to celebrate individual achievements, but to honor the very heart and soul of Bicol University College of Industrial Technology. From Bachelor of Technical Vocational Teacher Education, Bachelor in Industrial Design, BS in Mechanical, Electrical, Electronics, Automotive, Civil, and Food Technology, and Bachelor of Industrial Technology. Bicol University College of Industrial Technology nurtures future innovators and leaders, cultivating talents across diverse fields of technology. Together, these programs form a dynamic force dedicated to shaping the future of our region and nation. Through skill, ingenuity, and steadfast commitment,
This ceremony marks the culmination of 10 months of perseverance, growth, and triumph. We honor the stories of grit and glory that define our awardees as they prepare to continue bringing pride to our institution and community as future-ready professionals.
in the spirit of achievement, excellence, and growth, we are honored to be with you this afternoon for this special celebration. I am Diana L. Hugo, together with
Therese Meros B. Elia,
and Ezekiel Nanglim.
and we are honored to be your masters of ceremony. In the true spirit of Bicol University College of Industrial Technology, we say with pride,
ang Busiteñong tunay, ang layog halangkaw paman ginaray. With heartfelt recognition of the dedication and perseverance that have shaped the success of our students, and in honor of the unwavering support and guidance provided by our faculty members, we are honored to hear from the dynamic leader who has steered the Bicol University College of Industrial Technology towards excellence. Our acting dean, Professor Christian C. Calleja. Let us welcome him with a warm round of applause for his welcome address.
Good afternoon to the distinguished guests and testimonial speakers, our respected University President, Dr. Baby Boy Benjamin D. Nebres III, ably represented by our Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Maria Julieta B. Bores, to the University Director for Student Development, Professor Michael A. Alagaban, to the University Guidance Counselor and the East Campus Guidance Counselor designate Professor Wibena J. Gacos, to the University Coordinator for Student Internship, Dr. Kenji E. Mirenciano, to the Director of the Bicol University Regional Food Innovation Center, Professor Maria Janeza A. Reyes, to the Director of the Fabrication Laboratory, Professor Alfonso M. Peñol Jr., to the College Registrar, Ms. Ana Del Aire, to our College Student Affairs and Services Coordinator, Professor Arlie Fresnido, to our College Student Council Advisor, Professor Rollins Derek R. Cruz, to the Council of Advisors, esteemed department chairpersons, program advisors, faculty members, members of the non-teaching personnel, student leaders, and members of the technical working group for this 2026 Busit Recognition Program, to the proud parents and guardians here present, other college and university officials, partner stakeholders, and most especially to our dear Busit students, our honorees. It is with immense pride and heartfelt joy that I welcome everyone to this 2026 College Recognition Ceremony. Today sparks with more than a ceremony. It is a vibrant celebration of grit, of growth, and joy of striving for excellence. It's a moment where our Busit academic faculty gathers, not just to applaud achievements, but to honor the heart, the character, and the values that brought those achievements of our students to life. This year's theme, Values-Driven Workforce, Digitally Inclined Lifelong Learners, speaks powerfully of the kind of future we are praying for our students. In a world shaped by rapid technological advancements, it is no longer enough to simply acquire skills. What truly sets you apart is your ability to anchor those skills in strong values: faith in God, integrity, discipline, accountability, and respect. To our university administrators, thank you for your visionary leadership and steadfast support in strengthening programs that empower our students to thrive in a dynamic, technology-driven world. Your guidance continues to shape the direction and excellence of our beloved Bicol University. To our department chairpersons, coordinators, program advisors, faculty members, and support staff, your commitment to nurturing both competence and character in our students is deeply appreciated. You do not just teach and work, you inspire, you mentor, and transform lives. To our parents and guardians, this day is also yours. Your sacrifices, encouragement, and belief in your children have made these milestones possible. And to our College of Industrial Technology students, our honorees, you are the living embodiment of this year's theme. You have shown that learning goes beyond textbooks and classrooms. You have embraced innovation, adopted the new challenges, and demonstrated that true education is a lifelong journey. More importantly, you have proven that success is more meaningful when it is guided by values. As we move forward, remember that recognition is not the destination. It is a reminder of your potential. Continue to grow, to innovate, to carry with you the principles that define who you really are. The world needs not only skilled individuals, but also values-driven leaders who will use their knowledge to create meaningful change. May this occasion inspire all of us to continue promote the culture where excellence is rooted in integrity and where learning never stops. Once again, congratulations to all the awardees. Welcome, and may we all have a truly meaningful and inspiring recognition ceremonies. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dean Calleja, for that uplifting message that truly captured the significance of this ceremony.
Our university's continued excellence stand as a testament to strong and dedicated leadership it is my honor to introduce our esteemed Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Maria Julieta B. Boris. May we kindly welcome her with a warm round of applause.
Isang mainit na hapon, pero maalab sa pagmamahal. For we are all here in this venue to celebrate a very beautiful occasion, that of celebrating the stories and the achievement of our honorees. So I am here carrying two hats in representation, that of the Vice President and that of the officer in charge, for our beloved President could not be here with us physically, for he is attending an urgent task in Metro Manila that requires his physical presence. In a while, I will also be conveying his message to all of you. To the father of the College of Industrial Technology, dalawa actually itong fathers, the Dean Christian Calleja, and to Sir J.R. Bailon, our Associate Dean. To the former Dean, the longest Dean to serve, Dean Jonathan Arroco. The program chairs, our other officials, I saw Sir Mike Alagaban of the OSAS. I do not see yet Ma'am Jazz. Sana makarating din sila. The strong force of the teaching personnel, the teaching staff. Balakpakan po natin ang ating mga kaguruan. And the academic support personnel, the non-teaching personnel. The star of this occasion, our Busitenyong, hindi Busitenyo ha, Busitenyong honorees. Palakpakan natin na mas malakas ang the reason behind why we are here in this occasion. I could see that there are some relatives who are here. It's really nice to see all of you here. We are now again in the season when we have to hop from one recognition to another. There are 20 academic units in the university, so that means our attendance to 20 units holding the same kind of activity. But I enjoy this, the hop from one college to another. And matter of fact, during the season, I don't really accept any schedule outside the region, outside Bicol University, so that I will be able to attend all college recognition after the university. For it's always a joy to be celebrating with you. This is an occasion where we don't only recognize academic excellence. This is not just an award of medals and certificates as a proof that you are intelligent, but this is also an occasion where we honor your personal stories. The stories behind those medals. I know each one of you here may share a different story as a student. Probably your honor here would mean how many instances of skipping lunch, dinner, or breakfast, or meal to be able to complete your academic requirements. Iba-iba yung storya ng ating mga estudyante. That's why my big congratulations for each one of you made it to this point of receiving your most awaited award. Let's give yourself a big round of applause. Your being here doesn't mean that you simply passed your subjects. But having said that, I know you have your own struggle on a day-to-day basis as a student. Your being here is already a testament that you passed one very important test, and that is life's test. We are honoring you, my dear students, at the time when college life is more challenging than ever. We do not also discount our own struggle back in college, but life then was a lot simpler. We were shielded from the noise of the digital world. We were shielded from the pressure we see on social media. But our resiliency was given a different definition. Back in college, I remember we had the luxury of just sitting on the green grass, the lawn, the beautiful lawn of Bicol University, enjoying our intellectual intercourse, discussion, and the empanada lumpia sa basket ni Tia. Some of you here could relate to that experience. Now, I seldom see this kind of picture around Bicol University. Mga sosyal na kayo. Some of you are in the cafe with your gadget. That's already the definition of bonding. You go to one venue, and each one of you, open your own gadget, scroll, browse your social media. That's actually the noise of digital world. Because of the circumstance that you are in, there are already recent studies conducted in the Philippines that for students who are in a different circumstance, particularly those who are not on full-time, those part-time working students, nearly half of the working students across country have seriously considered quitting. I do not know how many of you here are part-time students or working students. Because of financial pressures, academic demands, personal responsibilities. A lot of students juggle classes, family obligation, emotional struggles, all at the same time. And reports show that sleep deprivation and burnout are among the top struggles of our students nowadays, putting them at risk of dropping out. Beyond academic and mental health has become a major concern. In fact, the Philippine Psychiatric Association indicates that 1 out of 3 students shows symptoms of mental health problems, with 21% experiencing severe stress. Back in our time, we seldom talk about mental health. We were so careful not to say it because doing so would mean you will be labeled as kapay. Pag nagtaram ka may mental health ka, may lahi ngaya iyan, may irin siya. We were so cautious even in saying that we go through a sort of pressure. But now, mental health is a serious problem. We listen to you, our dear students. The circumstances that we are now, the difficulties still continuing to exist in our country. I'm referring to the oil price hike crisis that prompted us to shift from the regular on-site to online class, we know added to your difficulty. We have the data now. Not all of you here have the resource to avail of an online class. Not all of you here have strong internet connectivity, or at least have a good gadget to continue learning in an online platform. But what can we do? The Malacañang made an order for us to observe austerity, hence the shift to an alternating online and on-site. That circumstance we know added to your pressure. That circumstance I know added to the challenge of those who are already financially resource-challenged individuals among our students. The numbers that I cited are not just statistics, but they are the silent battles of many students sitting in this venue today. Some of you here might have experience on the top of financial burden and challenge, but the fear of failure, the fear of uncertainty. Yet despite these realities, you persisted and you are here. Technology is changing how we live and work, and we know that a challenge is given particularly to your group, for you belong to a technology-enabled discipline. Experts predict that artificial intelligence and digital tools will reshape many jobs between this year, 2026, to 2030. And along that, it will also offer new opportunities, new job, new skills to be developed in order to be admitted to the workforce. That is why the theme in this year's recognition program is very relevant: values-driven and digitally inclined lifelong learners. That is not just a slogan. We take that as a survival strategy. A reminder to each one of us that we should keep, for you will be joining that world when everything keeps on shifting and changing. Your generation is a generation we call the digital natives. And in this generation where changes happen so fast, you need to be not just intelligent, but you need to be adaptable. The use of artificial intelligence is still a very interesting issue which trigger a lot of debate whether should we embrace this or not. On a personal note, I see this as a tool to make our work easier. But this tool should not control us, should not curtail creativity and resourcefulness among workers and students. And so, this world will also challenge us not only to be adaptable, but also be ethical. Honesty in performing our academic requirements despite so many tools available for us to use. We remain to be resilient. Allow me to share a quite disturbing reality about education in our country. Two reports have been already published, EDCOM 1 and EBCOM 2. In the recent findings, Philippines is seen to be facing serious learning crisis with very low proficiency levels among students by the time they reach senior high school. These are the type of students that we admit to college. Despite this reality, but there is still hope. And what is that hope? You, my dear students, you are the generation that can change this narrative. You are proof that excellence is still possible. You are proof that dedication still matters. And you are proof that the Filipino spirit remains strong. Your success today is not just a gauge of your intelligence, but it is about your values. You may call it old-fashioned values of the Filipino, such as pakikipagkapwa-tao, sipag, tiyaga, malasakit, respeto. They remain to be the most important values or tools that you, my dear students, should have. They are not just Filipino values, but we call them essential skills, particularly leadership values. So to our awardees today, this recognition is not just the culmination of your persistence, your struggle, but this is a beginning of greater responsibility. Because the society needs people like you, those who are able to think critically, act ethically, and serve with purpose and compassionately. As you move forward the world, it will continue to change. Technology that you use will continue to evolve. Careers will shift. Jobs will be renamed. And challenges will just continue to arise. One thing must remain constant: your ability and your commitment to continuously learn. That of a lifelong learning. Lifelong learning doesn't mean pursuing a formal study. It could be increasing skills, attending enrichment classes, short-term or long-term course, learning the responsibilities or demand of a new role that you will be performing in your future job. Those are the types of lifelong learning you can engage in. To the graduating students, the world awaits you. It will be a different terrain you will be navigating. But as you navigate the real world, worry not, for you were molded by Bicol University, anchored on our 4 pillars of scholarship, leadership, service, and character. Remain to be the ambassadors of our institution. And may all of you here carry your achievement with humility, with responsibility, and carry your values wherever you go. I could see that there are only a few parents and relatives, but nevertheless, I'd like to say that this occasion is not only for our students. This, too, is a recognition of your support, of your sacrifice, of your unselfish dedication to continuously support the education of your children. Congratulations, my dear Busiteñong achievers and scholars, and know that we are very proud of you. Your families are proud of you, and this country continues to believe in you. Maraming salamat at mabuhay tayong lahat. Hindi pa. May I continue with the message of our beloved President? As I said, much as he would like to be here physically to join this occasion, his role as a president is so demanding, and what he is performing in Metro Manila is something that he can only be the one to perform. And so he sent his message for all of you, which I will take the pleasure of reading to you. And may I read to our Dean, Associate Dean, members of the administration, program chairs, distinguished faculty, non-teaching staff, students, honorees, parents, and guests, good afternoon. Today we gather in recognition not only of achievements but also of the values and principles that sustain our university community. This program, with its theme values-driven workforce, dignity-inclined lifelong learners, reminds us that true excellence is measured not only by the skills and accomplishments, but by the character and dignity with which we live and serve. A values-driven workforce is the cornerstone of a strong institution. It is a hallmark of a university for humanity. It is through integrity that we earn trust through resilience, that we overcome challenges, and through compassion that we create meaningful impact. At Bicol University, we believe that education is not confined to classrooms. It is a lifelong journey of learning, guided by the values that shape us into responsible citizens and leaders. To our honorees, your recognition today is more than a celebration of success, a testament to your commitment to uphold values in your work and in your lives. You inspire us by showing that achievement is not about reaching goals, but about pursuing them with honesty, responsibility, and respect to others. To our faculty and staff, thank you for embodying these values daily and for modeling dignity in both teaching and service. To our dear parents, guardians, and benefactors, thank you for striving to give better options to your children, our students who are able to reach this day because of your sacrifices and generosity. To our dear students, may this recognition program encourage you to see values as you compass during guiding you toward meaningful careers and lives of service. As we honor today's achievers, let us also renew our collective commitment to building a workforce that is competent, values-driven, and dignity-inclined. Let us embrace lifelong learning, not only as a pursuit of knowledge, but as a way of living with integrity and purpose. In doing so, we strengthen our university, our communities, and our nation. Congratulations to all our honorees. May your example continue to inspire us to live by the values that we uplift, empower, and transform. Always driven for humanity and the service of humanity, Diyos Mabalos. There you have it, the message of our beloved President. May we continue to enjoy this occasion. And before I leave the stage, I'd like to say thank you to our guests of honors. We call them testimonial guests. And we are very proud of you. Sila yung mga mag-i-inspire sa inyo, mga kabataan, to just keep showing up no matter what. One day, you will also be taking this point to deliver the same inspirational message to students of Busit. So let that be your inspiration. And we acknowledge the school head of Buena Vista National High School, Castillo Sorsogon, Mr. Jerwin O. Makasinag, who will be introduced in a while, and another guest, Madam Marlene Q. Alejandrino Buenaflor, the Manager of Product Engineering, Analog Devices, General Trails and of Cavite. I've heard a lot of good news, generosity extended to us. Thank you so much, and may you continue with your generosity to your alma mater. Maraming salamat, and let's enjoy the rest of this beautiful occasion.
Thank you very much, Dr. Maria Julieta B. Boras, for your inspiring message. We appreciate your wisdom and encouragement.
And now, with great pride and admiration, we begin with the awarding of medals and certificates to our achievers as student athletes, world skills competitors, and president's listers to dean's listers for academic year 2025 to 2026. To our dear awardees, this moment is a celebration of your hard work, dedication, and growth. But it is also a tribute to those who have stood beside you every step of the way.
May we request to join us on stage our College Associate Dean, Professor J.R. M. Balyon, our Acting Dean, Professor Christian C. Calleja, our VPAA, Dr. Julieta B. Boras, our College Registrar, Ma'am Ana B. Dale Aire, and our testimonial speakers to award the medals and certificate of recognition to our student athletes, world skills competitors, President's Lister and Dean's Listers for academic year 2025 to 2026.
For our student athletes, citation reads, this certificate of recognition is hereby given to in recognition of his or her excellent performance during the Bicol University Olympics Games 2025 at Bicol University, Legazpi City, awarded during the Busit Recognition 2026 with the theme Values-Driven Workforce, Digitally Inclined Lifelong Learners. Given this 29th day of April 2026 at Bicol University East Campus Gymnasium, Legazpi City. Signed by Christian C. Calleja, Acting Dean of Busit.
Hello, Sir Jerry. Congratulations.
For our student athletes, from Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Technology, Beruela Uno P. From Bintech, Major in Electronics Technology, Villar Andrew J.V. From Bintech, Major in Electronics Technology, Lopera Sheena M. From Bintech, Major in Mechanical Technology, Ibarra Mark Anthony V. From Bachelor of Science in Automotive Technology, Mondragon Nathan S. From Bachelor in Industrial Design, Oya Alexandra O. From Bachelor of Science in Electronics Technology, Magdaong Joshua E. From Bintech, Major in Electronics Technology, Bolaños Arlene L. And lastly, from Bachelor of Science in Electrical Technology, Ricacho Joshua Carl H.
For our World Skills competitors, citation reads, this certificate of recognition is hereby given to in recognition of his or her excellence performance as a gold medalist during the Provincial World Skills 2026 at Legazpi City. Awarded during the Busit Recognition 2026 with the theme, Values-Driven Workforce, Digitally Inclined Lifelong Learners. Given this 29th day of April 2026 at Bicol University East Campus Gymnasium, Legazpi City. Signed by Christian C. Calleja, Acting Dean of Busit.
For the awarding of the World Skills 2026 competitors, from the BTVTED Drafting Technology, Sevilla Naomi A. Graphic Design Gold Medalist for regional and provincial level, together with her coach, Ms. Zaira D. Morales Azopardo. From the BTVTED Drafting Technology, Ms. Espartinas Jade Shelley Z. 3D Digital Game Art Gold Medalist for regional and provincial level, together with her coach, Professor Romnick D. Apin. And last but not the least, from BTVTED Garments, Fashion and Design, Miss Madeline Lovely M. Fashion Technology Silver Medalist for regional level and Fashion Technology Gold Medalist for provincial level, together with her coach, Professor Karil M. Venus.
For our President Listers to Dean's Listers, citations reads, Certificate of recognition is hereby awarded to for the commendable academic performance and unwavering commitment for excellence as a President Lister to Dean's Lister or Dean's Lister to President's Lister of Bicol University College of Industrial Technology academic year 2025 to 2026 awarded during the Busit Recognition 2026 with the theme Values-Driven Workforce, Digitally Inclined Lifelong Learners. Given this 29th day of April 2026 at Bicol University is Campus Gymnasium, Legazpi City. Signed by Christian C. Calhea, Acting Dean of Busit.
For the awarding of President's Lister to Dean's Lister or vice versa for academic year 2025 to 2026 from Bachelor of Industrial Design, De Los Santos Jaylin Rose B. Yesala Mark Anthony N. Marigondon Ivan P. And Naz Manuel Jr. L.
From Bachelor of Science in Automotive Technology, Villamor Vincent Ray P. From Bachelor of Science in Electrical Technology, Bernal John Bennett B. From Bachelor of Science in Electronics Technology, Bongalon Noah G. Duca Aaron Mervin B. From Bachelor of Science in Food Technology, Pineda Paula K. B.
For BTVTED Drafting Technology, Mirandilla Nicole A. Pelino Crisme D. Quiapo Christy L. Bereso Imar Eugene B. Vasquez Adrian R. Veloso Krisha Marie N.
From BTVTED, major in Food and Service Management, Asilo Micaela M. Cedro Jerly B. Yuvit Crizel M. Magdasok Dayan May M. Magdato Suzanne M. Maria Pres Syra May L. Morente Ani M. Notob Alexis M. And on Rubia Mary Angelica C.
From BTVTED, major in Garments, Fashion and Design, Alamo Darlene Joy A. Florentino Rachel Ann A. Fresado Angelo Kenneth D. Magalion Pauline M. Mangulabnan Marie Stephanie B. Rabbi Micah Gale B. And last but not the least, Toledo Breviana Jessel S.
And that ends the awarding for our President's Lister to Dean's Lister. You may now be seated. Please give them a round of applause. Dear awardees, our pride in your achievements is matched only by our anticipation for the bright future that lies ahead of you. Congratulations on your accomplishments this academic year. You have truly brought honor to the college with your performance, skills, and exemplary discipline you poured all throughout. Behind every achievement is a story. As we celebrate the accomplishments of our students today and the stories they have to share, let us also lend our ears to a message from someone who walked on this path before us.
Esteemed guests, we are truly honored to be joined by an outstanding individual today. To formally introduce our testimonial speaker, may we call on the stage the Busit GAD Coordinator, Dr. Rosvita E. Villanueva. Let us welcome her with a warm round of applause.
Distinguished guests, Bicol University officials, esteemed colleagues, honor students, dear parents. It is both an honor and privilege to stand before you today to introduce an educator and leader whose life and career exemplify service, inclusivity, and dedication to the advancement of education. Our testimonial speaker comes from San Rafael, Castilla, Sorsogon, and has built a professional journey marked by resilience, growth, and steadfast commitment to nurturing learners and empowering communities. Beginning as a Teacher 1 at Milagrosa National High School in 2017, he advanced to Teacher 3 in 2021, then to Head Teacher 1 in 2023, now serves as the school head, a role assumed in December 2025. This progression reflects not only professional excellence, but also a genuine dedication to educational leadership. Academically, he holds a Bachelor of Science in Industrial Education, major in Electrical Technology from this college, and completed a Master of Arts in Industrial Education, major in Teaching Technology and Livelihood Education at Bicol University Graduate School in 2024. These achievements demonstrate a commitment to lifelong learning and to raising the standards of teaching and leadership in schools. Beyond professional responsibilities, our speaker has been a strong advocate for community development and inclusivity. As a community facilitator for the Yellow Bolt of Hope Foundation, he had worked to bridge opportunities for accredited university-based organization for the LGBTQIA+ community, championing diversity, equity, and inclusion within the academic sphere. Leadership roles extended to student governance as the President and Secretary of the Busit College Student Council, and proudly represented the Philippines in national and international events, including the Philippine Model Congress at the Senate, the Asia-Pacific Emerging Leaders Conference in Manila, and the Malacca International Youth Dialogue in Malaysia. His contributions has been recognized with honors, such as Outstanding Teacher of Castilla in 2022, and the Service Award from Bicol University College of Industrial Technology in 2014. He also enriches academic literature through the publications, supplemental activity sheets for enhancing learning in electrical installation and maintenance exploratory subject
featured in the Journal of Basic Education Research. His journey as one of passion, innovation, and service, as an educator, leader, and advocate, he reminds us that education is not confident or confined to classrooms. It is a force that uplifts communities, empowers individuals, and builds a more inclusive future. So today, as we welcome our testimonial speaker to share insights and wisdom, let us also celebrate a career that continues to inspire learners, colleagues, and communities alike. Friends, please join me in giving a warm and wholehearted welcome to our distinguished speaker, the school head of Buena Vista National High School in Castilla, Sorsogon, Sir Jerwin Ocampo Makasinat.
To the University President, Dr. Baby Boy Benjamin D. Nebres III, Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Maria Julieta B. Bores, Acting Dean of Bicol University College of Industrial Technology, Professor Christian Calleja, department heads, faculty, guests, students, and proud parents, good afternoon. Please give me a moment, because this moment, standing here in front of you, is not just a speech and not just a ceremony. For me, this is something far greater. This is a moment I once only dared to imagine from a distance. A moment I thought belonged only to the brilliant, the confident, the naturally gifted, the people I believe were meant for spaces like this. But never someone like me, not a flunker, not someone who once questioned his worth, not someone who once stood at the edge of doubt, silently asking if he truly belonged inside this institution. And yet, here I am. Standing before you today, not as the best, not as the smartest, not as someone who had it all figured out, but as something far more real. A living testimony that struggle does not disqualify you, that failure does not define you, and that fate can rewrite even the most uncertain beginnings. If there is one truth I want to carve into your hearts today, it is this: you do not need a perfect beginning to create a powerful ending. Because the truth is, I was never a Buset passer. I was a flunker. I entered Bicol University in 2011, not with confidence, not with pride, and not with certainty, but with fear quietly disguised as courage. I walked into this institution carrying more questions than answers, more doubt than direction, and more insecurity than identity. I was not sure if I belong here, and even more uncertain if I would survive here. But deep inside, all the uncertainty was something small, fragile, but stubborn. It's hope. A quiet hope that maybe, even if I was not the strongest, I could still endure. Maybe, if I was not the brightest, I could still become something. And maybe, just maybe, my story was not over yet. I came from a family where life was never easy, where one can of sardines was stretched to feed 7 children and 2 parents, where meals were not about satisfaction, but survival, where eating meat was not normal, it was a luxury. There was a time Father told me to stop studying, not because he didn't believe in me, but because reality was louder than dreams. My older siblings needed to finish first, and maybe for many, that would have been the end. But something inside me refused to stop. Maybe it was stubbornness, maybe it was faith. Or maybe it was the quiet voice inside me saying, try, just try. So, I did. With only 100 pesos in my pocket, and a pack of Skyflakes in my one hand, and a bottle of cold Royal in the other, I walked into Bicol University carrying nothing but hope. College life was not what you see in movies. There were no comfortable days and no safety nets. I sold ripe jackfruits under the burning sun. I sold ice candy, cassava rolls, and roasted peanuts, not for extra money, but to survive. Sometimes just to buy slippers, sometimes just to have something to write on. My weekly allowance was 500 pesos that time. And that already included my transportation from Castilla. There were days when I had to choose between eating or going home. And there were days when my only meal was tears, wrapped in determination and faith. But even in the darkest moments of my life, when silence felt heavier than words, when exhaustion felt deeper than sleep, and when survival itself felt like a daily battle, God, in His quiet, mysterious way, began to send people into my path. Not in loud, dramatic ways, but in simple, ordinary moments that I only realized later were actually extraordinary acts of grace. People who reminded me that I was never truly alone, even when I felt forgotten by the world. There were two tias on campus, quiet, hardworking women selling pansit, turon, and empanada under the constant fear of being caught by guards. To many, they were just part of the background of a campus life, vendors trying to make a living. But to me, they were something deeper. They were a reminder that even those who have little still find ways to share, to give, and to survive with dignity. In their baskets, I did not just find food. I found temporary relief from hunger and sometimes from hopelessness. And then, there was Ate Pai's Carinderia, a simple place often overlooked, but to me, it became a refuge. I would sit quietly in a corner, trying to make a single plate last longer than it should. One rice, one lumpia, is slowly eaten as if time itself could be stretched to match my budget. There were days when I would sit there pretending everything was okay, pretending I was just another student passing through, when in truth, I was carefully calculating how to survive the next meal. Until one day, something shifted. They noticed me. Not just my presence, but my silence, my hesitation, and my quiet struggle. They asked me gently, Bax, nagkaon ka na? And that simple question, something inside me broke. Because it was not just about food. It was about being seen, about being acknowledged in a world where I had learned quietly disappear just to survive. And sometimes, without asking anything in return, they would give me food. They would feed me as if I belonged, as if I mattered, as if I was not just a stranger trying to survive another day. Imagine that. In a world where people are often too busy to look twice, too occupied to notice silent struggles, and too focused on their own lives to care about someone fading quietly in the background, strangers choose kindness. Kindness to pause. Strangers choose to see me when I was learning how to survive by being invisible. And in doing so, they became more than just vendors or a karinderya owner. It's not about being the loudest in the room, but willing to serve even. I discovered service not as an obligation, but as a privilege. I learned that service is not about what you have, but about what you are willing to give even when you feel like you have nothing left. I learned that even in my limitations, I could still contribute something meaningful. Even in my struggles, I could still be useful to others, and that realization slowly healed something inside me that I did not know was broken. And most importantly, I discovered something life-changing. I was capable of more than just getting by. I was just surviving day by day, waiting for life to me. I was growing, I was learning, I was becoming someone who could build, not just endure, someone who could rise, not just remain where I started. What began as simple desire to belong became the very doorway through which I found purpose. And that purpose did not come all at once. It came slowly, quietly. Through every moment, I choose to stay, to serve, and to believe that maybe, just maybe, I was meant for something more than survival. I even did homework and projects for my classmates just to earn 50 pesos for one meal. That was my reality. But along the way, I found people who, in the midst of everything I was going through, became more than just friends, and they became my home. Dean Anthony Ecleo and Harvey Magracia were not just classmates or companions in passing moments. They were the people who made the difficult days feel lighter and uncertain future feel a little less frightening. We laughed together in the simplest moments. Finding joy, even life around, was anything but easy. We struggled together, sharing not only academic pressures, but also the silent battles that each of us carried but rarely spoke about. And most importantly, we dreamed together. Dreams that were bigger than our circumstances. Dreams that gave us reason to keep going even when everything else felt like it was pulling us down. But life, as I slowly came to understand, is not always kind. It does not always give us the luxury of keeping the people we love beside us. In July 2017, Harvey passed away due to a motorcycle accident. That moment was not just a loss. It was a pause in my world. It was a time stop for a while, forcing me to comfort a truth I was not ready to face, that life is fragile, unpredictable, and far too short for things we often take for granted. Harvey's passing changed me in ways I cannot fully put into words. It made everything feel more real, more urgent, and more meaningful. It reminded me that no matter how strong our plans are, life can change in an instant. It taught me that the people we choose to walk with are not just part of our journey. They shape who we become, how we think, and how we survive the storms of life. So to all of you, especially to the young minds and hearts listening today, I say this with sincerity born from experience. Choose your friends wisely. Do not just look for those who will make you laugh in good times, but seek those who will stand beside you when life becomes heavy. Find people who will remind you of your worth when you forget it. Find people who will not leave when things get difficult, when dreams feel far, or when life no longer feels easy. Because, in the end, success is not only about what you achieve, but also who you stayed with, who stayed with you while you were becoming the person you are meant to be. I was also blessed with mentors, people who did not just teach lessons inside the classroom, but somehow saw something in me that I could not yet see in myself. In a life where I often doubted my own worth and questioned whether I truly belonged, they became the voices that reminded me I was capable of more than what my circumstances suggested. Dr. Feby Belhica, whom I've always considered my mother, in this institution played a very special role in shaping who I am today. She was not just a mentor in the academic sense. She was a constant source of encouragement, discipline, and belief. There were moments when I wanted to settle for what was comfortable, when I thought I had already done enough. But she would gently yet firmly push me beyond my limits. She saw potential where I only saw exhaustion. She believed in growth when I only saw limitations. And through her guidance, I learned that sometimes the people who truly care for us are not those who let us stay where we are comfortable, but those who challenge us to become better versions of ourselves. Professor Christian Calleja also became one of the most influential voices in my journey. I will never forget the moment he asked me a question that seemed simple at first, but later became one of the deepest reflections of my life. He asked me the question, is leader born or created? Back then, with a limited understanding I had of the world, I answered confidently, "Sir, leaders are born." I believed that leadership was something reserved only for the naturally gifted, the powerful, or those who already had advantage in life. I thought leadership was an inheritance rather than a process. But as life unfolded and as I went through different struggles, experiences, and responsibilities, I began to realize how wrong that belief was. Life was slowly taught me that leaders are not simply born. They are shaped. They are molded by the challenges they face, refined by the failures they endure, and strengthened by the experiences that test their character. Leadership is not a title you are given at birth. It is something you build through courage, humility, and persistence in the face of difficulty. Then there is Dr. Kenji Merenciano, who taught me something equally important but deeply personal. That is resilience. Through his words and guidance, I learned how to carry pain without allowing it to break me. He taught me that strength is not the absence of struggle, but the ability to continue moving forward even when everything feels heavy. In moments when life felt overwhelming, when responsibilities and personal battles too much to bear, his encouragement became a quiet reminder that I could endure more than I thought. He showed me that resilience is not about pretending that pain does not exist, but about learning how to stand again even after being broken, how to breathe deeply even in the middle of pressure, and how to continue walking even when the path is uncertain. These mentors did not just teach me lessons. They helped me rebuild the way I saw myself, my purpose, and my future. And slowly, my story began to change in ways I never imagined when I first stepped inside the Bicol University as a struggling student trying to simply survive each day. Life, in its quiet and unexpected way, began opening doors I never thought I was worthy of entering. From someone who once questions if he even belonged in this institution, I became someone who was slowly entrusted with opportunities that carried not just my name, but the name of my school, my family, and every silent struggle I once carried alone. For someone who was just trying to survive, living day by day, uncertain of tomorrow, I became more who dared to represent, not just because I was the most qualified, not because I was the most prepared, but because somewhere along the way, struggle shaped me into someone who was willing to step forward even while still afraid, still learning and becoming. My first plane ride to Cebu in 2013 was more than just travel. It felt like stepping into a world I was thought was far beyond my reach. I still remember the feeling of sitting by the window, watching the ground slowly disappear beneath the clouds, realizing that life can truly lift you from places you once thought were permanent. It was not just a journey through the skies. It was a quiet confirmation that dreams, no matter how distant they seem, can find their way to you when you refuse to give up. My first international experience in Malaysia in 2014 opened my eyes even wider. It was there that I realized the world is bigger than my struggles, bigger than my fears, and bigger than the limitations I once placed upon myself. I met people from different cultures, heard different stories, and began to understand the purpose is not confined by where you came from, but shaped by how far you were willing to grow. In that moment, I was no longer just a student from a small place trying to survive. I was part of a global conversation, a reminder that even humble beginnings can reach far beyond their borders. And then came the moment I never thought I would experience in my lifetime. Standing inside the Philippine Senate as a delegate, a place I once only saw on television or read about in books suddenly became real, and I was there, not as a spectator, but as a participant. As I stood in that space, I felt the weight of every struggle I had overcome. Every night I questioned my worth, every moment I doubted my future. And in that silence, I realized something deeply powerful. I was not there because I was extraordinary. I was there because I never stopped becoming. In those moments in Cebu, Malaysia, and Senate, every step in between, I realized something not changed the way I saw my entire life. That your beginnings do not define your boundaries. That where you start is never the final measure of where you can go. That even someone who once only tried to survive, through faith, persistence, and grace, becomes someone who is entrusted to represent, to speak, to stand in places once thought unreachable. And more than anything, I realized life does not reward perfection, but it honors perseverance. You are not limited by where you started. Because during our time, Busit was underestimated. We were labeled and we were judged. We are called tapunan ng mga hindi pumasa sa entrance test. And they called sometimes, pag mga taga-busit, buisit. But we refuse to accept that narrative. Because intelligence is not one-dimensional. As Dr. Bellica said, if they measure intelligence through numbers and language, then let them try what we do in this college. Let them build. Let them create. Let them create Carsoncillo. Because we believe in multiple intelligences. We are not less, we are different. But in that difference, we rise. Life was not all about victories. There were heartbreaks, failures, moments I wanted to give up. But those moments build me. Because sometimes the storm does not come to destroy you. It comes to prepare you. In 2015, during my graduation, for the first time, my parents stepped into Bicol University. My mother once told me, she used to pass by the school and dream of entering it. I did not graduate with honors, but that day, I realized something more important. I became the fulfillment of her dream, and that was enough. That was my medal. And the same year, I took the board exam. And during the major subject, I fell asleep. I woke up with only 1 hour left, only 5 questions answered. The rest, I answered with faith, prayers, and yes, the famous mini, mini, miny, mo. And by grace, I passed. In 2017, I became a teacher, and there, I saw the reality. No books, no materials, no resources. But instead of complaining, I choose to act. We secured the projector, we built opportunities. And in 2018, I pitched a project of where we're able to provide tables for students. During the pandemic, we created an educational hub and realized every pain, every sacrifice, and every tear was shaping you. Build long tables, not walls. Help others lift others. Because success is not measured by how far you go alone, but by how many people you bring with you. And if you ever feel lost, remember this. I was once where you are, hungry, afraid, uncertain. But I chose to continue. Your story does not end here. It is just your beginning. And one day, we will stand in front of others, not because you were perfect, but because you were brave enough to continue. Thank you, Bicol University College of Industrial Technology, for the struggles, for the memories, for shaping me into who I am today. And to all of you, go out into the world and become the story that inspires others to rise. Thank you very much and good afternoon.
Thank you for sharing your inspiring story with us, Sir Jerwin O. Macasinag. Please remain on stage to receive the token and plaque of appreciation. In this, may we request the presence of our College Associate Dean, our Acting Dean, the Bicol University VPAA, and our College Registrar on stage to award the token and plaque of appreciation to our testimonial speaker.
Citations reads, Certificate of Appreciation is hereby awarded to Jerwin O. Macasinag in grateful acknowledgement of his invaluable insights, inspiration, and service as testimonial speaker. Awarded during the Busit Recognition 2026 with the theme, Values-Driven Work First, Digitally Inclined Lifelong Learners. Given this 29th day of April 2026 at Bicol University East Campus Gymnasium, Legazpi City. Signed by Christian C. Calleja, Acting Dean of Busit.
Once again, please give Mr. Macasinag a warm round of applause. To our college and university officials, together with our esteemed testimonial speakers, please remain on stage as we are about to give the next set of awards.
And now, we are back with one of the most exciting parts of the program. Busiteños, with immense pride, truly advanced as the Bicol University College of Industrial Technology extends its profuse felicitations to our Dean's Listers for both first and second semester for academic year 2025 to 2026.
At this point, we would like to recognize the meritorious performances of our student achievers for both the first and second semester for the academic year 2025 to 2026.
Citation reads, Certificate of Recognition is hereby awarded to, for the commendable academic performance and unwavering commitment to excellence as a Dean's Lister of Bicol University College of Industrial Technology for the first and second semester of academic year 2025 to 2026, awarded during the Busit Recognition 2026 with the theme Values-Driven Work First, Digitally Inclined Lifelong Learners, given this 29th day of April 2026 at Bicol University East Campus Gymnasium, Legazpi City. Signed by Christian C. Calleja, Acting Dean of Busit.
For the Dean's Listers of both semesters, academic year 2025 to 2026, for the Bachelor in Industrial Design, Arenal Jean B. Babasa Jamel A. Baratilia Ruth Colleen O. Barnedo Micaela P. Barkin Clarence C. Batalia Rica L. Bernaldez Kate B. Biton Kyla Jane D. Kabadato Jelaine Raven S. Cabria Ken J. M. Chavenia Marshall Bruce C. De los Reyes Angelica Louise T. Madera Maria Valerie S. Madridano Janine L. Matosinos Francis Jed M. Monroy Arnold A. Moron John Mark O. Obias Kathleen Joy O. Pontuya John Ronald L. Salen Helen May G. Celerio Marisol Olivia A. And Ugale Sheena May D.
For Bachelor of Science in Automotive Technology, we also request assistance from the Program Advisor, Professor Marlon A. Marcaida, and Department Chairperson, Dr. Emerson L. Manzanillo.
For the Bachelor of Science in Automotive Technology, Ormilio Rance Rommel L. Avila John Carlo W. Balbin Stephanie B. Baldoza Robert N. Balmedina Joshua A. Barnedo Charis B. Betache John Mark L. Bigata Ira Jean B. Bobby's Michael Angelo B. Corpus Christian A. Credo Ivan Chris L. Escandor Paul Darrell E. Loma Aaron O. Mangampo Rafaelo D. Makiling Christian Paul E. Medallion Justin N. Mondragon Nathan S. Nasayaw Rona O. Nocedo Carl Patrick C. Nusiliado Russell Brian A. Noga Marta L. Pableo Errol B. Valenzuela Mark Dominic O. Romero Sheena May T. And Tolosa Rainiel B.
For Bachelor in Civil Technology, may we also request assistance from the Program Advisor, Professor Arlie G. Fresnido, and the Department Chairperson, Engineer Marjorie A. Altavano.
For Bachelor of Science in Civil Technology, Ison Edneil M. Belisario Justin Joel B. Dadula Shirel C. And Nunez McKinley B.
For Bachelor of Science in Electrical Technology, may we also request assistance from the Department Chair, Professor Joel B. Habalo.
For Bachelor of Science in Electrical Technology, Almasco Dave Andrew A. Andes John William V. Bermejo MJA. Lotivio Julius Clifford P. Ludovice Rafaela Kim A. Magdaong Edbert M. Marbella Angelica M. Rabina Luis Franzil N. Servado Chester M. Solina Piao John A. Veloso Arvin B. Vibar Ian John A. Villar Sherry Joy A. Villar Vincent H.
For Bachelor of Science in Electronics Technology, may we also request assistance from the Program Advisor, Dr. Gilmore T. Olfindo, and the Department Chairperson, Professor Joel B. Habalo.
May we call on Sir Sales to come up on stage to assist our awardees? For the Bachelor of Science in Electronics Technology, Bonso Jovan S. Carlos Alex John B. Dioquino Diana Sofia B. Gonzalez Zar Marks M. Magay Jermaine Francis M. Miras Mark Justin M. Napay Gwen M. And Toledo Mark Josh A.
For Bachelor of Science in Food Technology, may we also request assistance from the Program Coordinator, Professor Christine B. Formanes, and the Department Chairperson, Professor Jeffrey M. Ostonal.
For the Bachelor of Science in Food Technology, Bilyeza Laika May. Bigueras Kyla B. Bilolo Christine Joy A. Colagong Linan D. Dagsil Tiffany May G. Elevado Roland Joseph C. Fernandez Joanna Faith A. Funa Lawrence R. Jacob Michaela O. Harme Justin J. Lim Ira Marie. Alegria Maritoni B. Veles Pearl Isabel N. and Villalon Mary Vince Q.
For BTV-TED, may we also request the assistance from the department chairperson, Professor Romnick Diapin, and the program advisor for drafting technology, Professor Nick Diapin.
For BTV-TED, major in drafting technology, Ahero Neil Ryan A. Antegra Christine Joy Q. Baria Ryan June C. Binyas Rachel May B. Benavid. Buenavida Prince Allen A. Martus Eureka L. Pama Rowan S. And Tria John Chris R.
For BTV-TED, major in electrical technology, may we also request assistance from the program advisor, Professor Antonio B. Buen Jr.
For BTV-TED Electrical Technology, Adra Jonamay L. Basilan John Carlo B. De La Cruz Lailani D. Ligop John Alvin A. Litana Maria Clarissa L. Madroño Jadel. Monteo Christine May L. Noel Jezreel A. And Kripulka Jeremy A.
For BTV-TED, major in food and service management, we also request assistance from the program advisor, Professor Irene M. De La Rama.
For the BTVTED Food and Service Management, De Losario Mary Ann Elizabeth R. Gutlay Crisel Faith A. Mirabuna Jenny M. Uriarte Andre I. Rocha Avirel Ian T. Rosana Christine Joy I. Tives Chris Ann B. And Torreda Jaika Andrea Q.
For BTVTED major in Garments, Fashion, and Design, may we also request assistance from the Program Advisor, Professor Karil M. Venus.
For BTVTED major in Garments, Fashion, and Design, Andes France Danielle A. Aringo Ronaldin D. Arquero Jeannie C. Arquero Micaela A. Bejo Milo B. Bobiles Dana May A. Calieja Christina Joyce L. Cedeño Clyde Jean B. Seruma Sheila B. Cultivo Jediah Lynn C. Del Rosario Janlyn A. Kudo Mirai S. Lavandero Jenny A. Lositanio Twinkie Kimberly E. Menjoro Mary Zorian Z. Musa Rania Jana V. Ophemia Joyce Marian E. Paturot Sharman R. Sartorio Pauline G. And last but not the least, Verdejo Britchie B.
And that ends the awarding for our Dean's Lister for academic year 2025 to 2026. Please give our awardees a big round of applause. Dear awardees, our pride in your achievements is equaled only by our confidence in this remarkable future that awaits you. Congratulations in your outstanding accomplishments this academic year. Through your excellence, dedication, and exemplary discipline, you have truly brought great honor to the college.
Esteemed guests, we are beyond blessed to have another outstanding individual joining us today. To acquaint ourselves with our testimonial speaker, may we call on the College Associate Dean, Professor J.R. M. Balion to the stage. Let us give him a round of applause.
Hindi na ako bumaba. Good afternoon. Gising pa kayo? Okay, so I hope you are happy with what you have received on the stage. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, dear faculty members, non-teaching staff, parents, guests, and most importantly, our awardees. Today, we welcome someone whose story shows that big dreams can start in small classrooms, just like yours. This afternoon, our testimonial speaker is a proud graduate of Bicol University College of Industrial Technology, where she finished the Bachelor's of Science in Electronics Technology. Everything she learned here, her skills, discipline, and confidence, became the strong foundation of her career. Right after graduating in 2006, she was hired by Analog Devices Incorporated as a test technician, system technician, correct? Her BUSIT training prepared her well, and she proved that our graduates can excel even in highly competitive industries. Wanting to grow even more, she pursued her master's degree in 2011 at De La Salle University, Manila, specializing in microelectronics. Her hard work paid off, and she became ICT Engineer 1 in 2012, ICT Engineer 2 in 2015, and become Senior Engineer 3 in 2018, where she led teams and handled important engineering projects. In the year 2022, she reached a major milestone when she became Test Product Engineering Manager, leading the test hardware engineering team. Her journey from a BUSIT student to a respected engineering leader shows that success is not about where you start, but how determined you are to keep learning and moving. She is a living proof that students from Bicol University can rise, lead, and make a difference. To our students and awardees, may her story inspire you to believe in your abilities, hard work, and never limit what you can achieve. It is with great pride that we welcome our testimonial speaker 20 years ago, and she is back, Miss Marlene Alejandrino Buenaflor. Please, a round of applause.
Thank you so much, Dr. Jai Balyon. So, to the Bicol University President, Dr. Baby Boy Benjamin D. Nebres III, represented by Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Maria Julieta B. Bores, Acting Dean of Busit, Professor Christian Calleja, and to Associate Dean Dr. J.R. Balyon, to all the dedicated teaching and non-teaching personnel, our dear achievers, dear students with their proud parents and guardians, maray na hapon po sa Indogabos. So, yeah, I've been here, the last time I've been here in Bicol University is 20 years ago. So, 2 decades ago na. And I arrived here 12 noon. Ang dami nang nagbago. So, na-miss ko masyado yung Busit that I started to reminisce everything. So, sabi ko, maraming memories kasi. Fun fact, guys, initially, I didn't like my course. So, for me, during that time, sabi ko, it's for boys. I remembered crying on our first project with Mr. Orlain, Joints and Splices. Alam ko, the BISET students here can relate. But when I first had that project, I cried because I can't twist the wires, the solid wires. So that's experience, and up until now, I still remember. I also remembered na napasabog ko yung lab ni Mr. Orlain. And I learned from that. That moment, I started to realize that the moment you made mistakes, that's when you learn the most. And then, one thing that really guided me all throughout my career is that the saying that wherever you should bloom beautifully wherever you were planted. Kahit hindi mo siya gusto, kahit hindi siya yung aligned sa passion mo, or basta kung saan ka nag-plinant, there's a purpose on that, and that you should bloom beautifully on that field. And that is also a testimony na kaya siyang mangyari. Kasi again, sabi ko nga, hindi ko gusto yung course ko at first. But I can also, realizing that now, I can succeed even on that field just by putting my heart and my mind on that. So, when Dr. Bailon asked me to become a speaker, testimonial speaker, I immediately said yes. This is the moment where I can go and inspire the students that we have, the Busit students. Because as what Dr. Bailon said, it is really my pride and honor to say that I came from Bicol University. I am now hiring engineers, technicians, and interns, and I go from different schools all around the Philippines just to hunt potential engineers, technicians, and interns. And I can say, I always go back to what the Bicol University hardworking professors offered me during that time. To think that it is not my passion that time, but they let me love the course. So that's the beauty of our professors. So I'd like you guys to give some moment to appreciate. Let's give a warm round of applause to our dear teachers, professors, and even to the non-teaching staff that we have here now. So aligning my message to nung nakita ko yung invitation with the theme values-driven workplace, that really is a guide. Sabi ko, very timely sa akin kasi that's the anchor that I've walked through all throughout my career. And for 20 years in the semiconductor industry, ang laging sinasabi sa akin, that's one thing that really shines in me, the values towards work, the passion in it, and making it done. We have actually interns, Bicol University interns in our company now. And sinabi ko na rin to sa kanila, you should do things, do your best the first time, because that is something na tatatak sa mga boss. Kasi kapag nakita nila, magaling siya, at first, that's your first impression. Yun na yung magiging impression sa inyo all throughout. So parang, the moment that they notice na, masipag to, kahit hindi magaling, maganda yung working attitude nito, then it will flows all throughout. Parang sa buong 20 years ko sa industry, yun na yung tumatak sa mind nila, na masipag to, dedicated to, passionate to. And so even if parang medyo naglaylo ka all through mga mid-year of your career, in their minds, ano pa rin to, masipag to, hindi nawala yun. So, when you go to the industry or wherever you go in the fields that you studied, you should really bloom. Gamitin yung inspiration yun. And of course, always be anchored with the values, right values, na dapat meron tayo. Dapat ipakita natin na Bicol University tayo because we represent our school in the industry and wherever we go. Laging nakakabit sa pangalan natin yung school natin. So whenever I see Bicol University's interns, engineers, or technicians in our community, in our industry, sobrang natutuwa yung puso ko. Kasi nakikita ko sa kanila, even our recent interns now, sa akin sila direct na pumunta eh. And what I noticed about them, their values, parang so true to what I've heard earlier. Iba yung values ni Bicol University. Because again, I've encountered different students, not to compare, but sometimes nagkaroon ako ng thought that the generation now, they are entitled. Medyo entitled yung mga generations na parang gusto nila, dapat meron ako niyan, dapat mauna ako in terms of promotion. In terms of being, dapat magaling ako, so dapat ako yan. But the students of Bicol University, that's something I've noticed. Hindi naman sa pagiging bias, but sometimes bias nga. Pero I noticed that the values that we have as a Bicol University alumni students, iba yung ugali. And I hope that we continue to build that one in wherever we go. Another is, accompanied with the right values, syempre yung kibat ng theme natin, we should be digitally aligned, lifelong learners. So sabi doon, we continue to adapt. Alam ko tayo, as a Filipino, as a Bicolano, we are resilient. Kapag nga merong mga bagong tumaas yung gas and all, we are resilient. Kaya nating yon. So the same goes to us learners. Continue to grow. Never said, okay, na ako, engineer na ako, technician na ako. I'm okay with that. No. Kahit when you stop learning, that's the time na mabubore ka. That's the time that wala ka ng drive. So wherever you go, never stop learning, never stop adapting, never stop being resilient as always. Because that will give you the drive, the passion to align to the industry, to align with what you really wanted to go. Today marks a significant milestone sa mga life nyo as a student. You're about to graduate, to take another step. Huwag niyong isipin na ngayon matatapos yung pag-aaral nyo, na this will stop the learning. No. This is just the beginning. So as you go to the industry, to the other fields that you will go, dun pa lang magsisimula ang actual learning. So never stop. Never, continue to learn, continue to grow as an individual. And to close my message, ayoko nang i-bore kayo kasi baka inaantok na kayo. I always leave a challenge. I love giving challenge to my team. And so, I want to give that same challenge to our dear students now. So, sa team ko, lagi kong sinasabi, replace me. Palitan niyo ako. I will very much willing to guide you. So, kung technician ka, aim for my position, palitan mo ako. Grow, learn and grow, and really replace me. So, ganun ko lagi, pero hindi ko sila iniiwan, ginaguide ko talaga sila all throughout. And so, I know that the students have the guidance of all the professors here. The same challenge I want to give to everyone. Replace me here. Palitan niyo ako dito. So, aim that someday you will have that moment to inspire students, young learners, graduates, leave the lesson, share your experience to them so that they will also be inspired and be guided on their journey. So, I hope ina-accept ng lahat to. So, tatanungin ko lahat para naman mabuhayan kasi baka inaantok na kayo. Are you willing to accept my challenge? Parang mahina. Parang kaunti lang narinig kong nag-yes. I'll ask again. Guys, you do the manifest nyo to. So, are you really want to replace me here, to talk to the young learners in the future, to inspire them, to give your testimony, life testimony, career journey? Are you willing to grab that opportunity? Ina-accept niyo ba yung challenge ko? Pero medyo mahina pa rin na. Parang ayoko ng ganong Bicol University students. Alam ko ang mga busitenyos, mga magagaling. So, may lalakas pa ba yun? Are you willing to accept the challenge? That's better. Thank you so much and congratulations everyone.
Once again, please give our testimonial speaker a big round of applause. Thank you for sharing that inspiring message with us, Ma'am Marlene Q. Alejandrino Benaflor. Please remain on stage to receive the token and plaque of appreciation.
In this request, may we request the presence of our College Associate Dean, Acting Dean, the Bicol University VPAA College Registrar on stage to award the token and plaque of appreciation to the guest speaker.
Citation reads, Certificate of Appreciation is hereby awarded to Marilyn Q. Alejandrino Buenaflor in grateful acknowledgement of her invaluable insights, inspiration, and service as testimonial speaker, awarded during the Busit Recognition 2026 with the theme Values-Driven Work First, Digitally Inclined Lifelong Learners. Given this 29th day of April 2026 at Bicol University East Campus Gymnasium, Legazpi City, signed by Christian C. Calleja, Acting Dean of Busit.
Once again, a warm round of applause for our guest speaker. To our college and university officials, together with our esteemed testimonial speaker, please remain on stage as we are about to give the next set of awards.
I-invite mo na andyan si Sir Mike. Wala naman. Okay. Wait lang. Wala naman si Sir Mike. Ako na. Yes. Sige na.
And now, we are back with one of the most exciting parts of the program. Busiteños. Immense pride truly abounds as the Bicol University College of Industrial Technology extends its profuse felicitations to the outstanding college student organizations and outstanding college students.
Moving forward with the same level of joy and pride, we would like to recognize and extend our utmost congratulations to the College Student Organization that undoubtedly embodied the four pillars of the university, namely scholarship, leadership, service, and character.
Citations reads, the certificate of recognition is hereby awarded to for the commendable performance and unwavering commitment to excellence as the outstanding college student organization in the intercurricular activities of Bicol University College of Industrial Technology academic year 2025-2026, awarding during the Busit Recognition 2026 with the theme Value-Driven Workforce, digitally inclined lifelong learners. Given this 29th day of April 2026 at Bicol University East Campus, Gymnasium Legazpi City.
May we also invite on stage the CSC advisor, Mr. Rollins Derek R. Cruz.
For the outstanding college student organization in intracurricular activities, it is hereby awarded to Society of Civil Technologists with their advisor, Professor Arlie G. Presnido. Please give them a big round of applause. And for the best, our Organization Day celebration, the outstanding college student organization in community involvement, and the most outstanding college student organization is hereby awarded to the Philippine Association of Food Technologists C Chapter with their advisor, Professor Ava Nicole B. Azotea.
The certificate of recognition is hereby awarded to Philippine Association of Food Technology C Chapter for their commendable performance and unwavering commitment to excellence as the outstanding college student organization, outstanding college student organizations in community involvement, and best organization day celebration of the Bicol University College of Industrial Technology academic year 2025 to 2026, awarded during the Busit Recognition 2026 with the theme Values-Driven Workforce, Digitally Inclined Lifelong Learners, given this 29th day of April 2026 at Bicol University East Campus Gymnasium, Legazpi City.
Kasi dapat dito siya. Kanina kasi wala siya.
At this juncture, may we still request our college and university officials, together with our esteemed testimonial speakers, to please remain on stage as we are about to give the next set of awards.
Once again, we are extending our warmest congratulations to our esteemed college student organizations. Again, please give them a warm round of applause.
Admittedly, these individuals have effectively epitomized the four pillars of the university, namely scholarship, leadership, service, and character, thereby acquiring these prestigious titles.
May we call on Mr. Michael Alagaban to come on stage for the awarding of the most outstanding college student.
For the outstanding college student in leadership, this award is hereby awarded to Mr. Ryan John C. Barya, a BTVT Drafting Technology student.
The certificate of recognition is hereby awarded to Ryan John C. Barya for commendable academic performance and unwavering commitment to excellence as the outstanding college student in leadership of Bicol University College of Industrial Technology academic year 2025-2026, awarded during the Busit Recognition 2026 with the theme Values-Driven Workforce, Digitally Inclined Lifelong Learners, given this 29th day of April 2026 at Bicol University East Campus Gymnasium, Legazpi City.
Busiteños, let us collectively clap our hands as we welcome the outstanding college student in service, the outstanding college student in scholarship, and the most outstanding college student, none other than Miss Mary Angelica C. Onrubia, a third-year student from the Bachelor of Technical Vocational Teachers Education, major in Food Service Management.
The certificate of recognition is hereby awarded to Mary Angelica C. Onrubia for the commendable academic performance and unwavering commitment to excellence as the outstanding college student in scholarship and outstanding college student in service of Bicol University College of Industrial Technology for academic year 2025 to 2026, awarded during the Busit Recognition 2026 with the theme Values-Driven Workforce, Digitally Inclined Lifelong Learners, given this 29th day of April 2026 at Bicol University East Campus Gymnasium, Legazpi City.
Once again, let us give our awardees a huge round of applause. To further ignite the blazing spark in our hearts, may we request Miss Mary Angelica C. Onrubia to deliver her response as the most outstanding college student this academic year 2025 to 2026. Let us welcome her with a resounding cheer.
Rejection is redirection. For an extensive period, I have constantly heard this line from friends, family members, and even teachers. So over time, I have said this quote to myself multiple times, like a mantra, all because of a single circumstance. To our esteemed testimonial speakers, to our university president, Dr. Baby Boy Benjamin D. Nebres III, to our Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Maria Julieta B. Boris, to the Acting Dean of the College, Professor Christian C. Calleja, to our Associate Dean, Dr. J.R.M. Balion, faculty members, parents, guardians, and to my co-students and awardees, isang mapagpalayang araw po sa ating lahat. Have you ever received a no in your life? Have you ever been rejected? May it be a request your mom forbade you to do or an application you have been eyeing for months. Despite cleaning the whole house for your mom to agree to your request and constantly practicing to ace your test or interview, you still failed. How did it make you feel? To some, bouncing back becomes an easy task. Okay lang yan, may next time pa naman. However, to the majority, including myself, it feels like your world is getting rapidly burned. Your throat tightens, your hands become shaky, and it feels like every bit of blood in your body suddenly disappears. And you lie there, feeling every burn and jab in your chest. But you still have to decide what to do next for you to survive and continue living. We often do not have adequate time to feel and mourn, as in this rapidly changing world, being slow and stagnant equates to getting less prioritized, ignored, or worse, forgotten. Admittedly, one's college admission is typically associated with congratulatory posts, cakes, and grandeur celebrations, as successfully transitioning into tertiary education is viewed as a major accomplishment. Being referred to as an iskolar ng bayan admittedly introduces a different feeling to someone's chest. Overwhelming, delighted, and hopeful. While this is a reality for the general majority, some pre-college lives were the complete opposite, including mine. Bicol University was the first institution I applied to when I was in senior high school. And it was also the first one to make me experience the jab of rejection. I did not get into my priority program as I fell a little behind. While the test result I received qualified for my second option, it was automatically out of my choices as it was only my second preferred course. So it belonged to someone else who added that as their priority program. While I qualified for other universities and even acquired scholarships, one major challenge remains: money. Yes, an educational institution covers your tuition fees and expenses when you successfully get admitted into its scholarship program. But college offers a massive financial burden to one's shoulders, especially to a single parent. At first, I was enraged. Why would I give up my dream? Why am I always the one adjusting? Am I not allowed to choose what I want? To an 18-year-old girl, I truly saw college as a gateway to freedom. The phase I would feel a sense of sovereignty and authority over myself, as I would be allowed to pick. But it did not happen. Every bit of rage in my body instantly crumbled when I received an ultimatum. Get admitted into a nearby state university or stop. Do not study at all. I actually considered taking the second option. Let the year pass and get back on track next time. But as someone who believes that the world is continuously burning, I could not afford to waste time. Yes, life is not a race. But time becomes your ultimate opponent when your opportunities are limited. So I had to grab a rope that would make me live and survive. That rope has become my anchor and has carried me to where I am right now. So I have nothing but immense love and gratitude for the College of Industrial Technology. I remember shedding multiple tears every time I would receive a message or a call from the college, as it connoted uncertainty, but also hope. Admittedly, the program I am currently pursuing is relatively far from what I initially envisioned. But this college has seen something in me that my eyes failed to notice. Thank you for providing me with a sufficient place to flourish. Thank you for seeing my outstanding attributes while I merely focus on negative ones. Thank you for creating a renewed route where I can take the lead to navigate my own life. And thank you for being the spark of hope and light in the lives of numerous individuals. Now, every time someone asks me about my program, I only respond with 2 words: masaya po. I can proudly say that this is the greatest decision I have made so far. Not only because I am thriving, but because I am happy. Teaching has never truly crossed my mind, but I now enjoy sharing knowledge with other people. Preparing various dishes has been amusing, and making cocktails is somehow therapeutic. Natuturuan nga talaga ang puso. But I also believe that when you start loving something after a period of apathy, it only means that you have always been destined to love it, as you have chosen to turn that feeling into something productive and optimistic. So I hope everyone in this hall is filled with love, because when you love, everything you do feels lighter. A work from the heart, meaningful, genuine, and kind. Sabi nga nila, lahat ay posible sa taong nagmamahal. To our greater being, I firmly believe that I will not make it this far without your guidance. As an individual who has been constantly described as someone na malakas kay Lord, I always express my thanks and gratitude to you first, as I recognize how you work in wonderful ways. Thank you for gathering all of us here today to reminisce about a year full of learning, commitment, and dedication. May you continue to stand by our sides as we enter broader stages and assume more complex roles in the future. To our parents and guardians who have remained by our sides throughout this journey. Sa mga nanay na tinitipid ang sarili para makapagbigay ng mas malaking pabaon sa isang linggo. Sa mga tatay na pinipiling maghanap buhay kahit tulog na ang araw para lamang makapaglagay ng sapat na pagkain sa hapag. Sa mga ate at kuya na pansamantalang isinasantabi ang kanilang mga pangangailangan para makatulong. At sa mga lolo at lola na patagong nag-aabot ng pamasahe, maraming salamat po. To our esteemed faculty members, mga ma'am at sir, we see you. Juggling multiple roles all at once is both a job and a responsibility, but all of you do it effortlessly. Thank you for your unceasing love, patience, and support. Thank you for filling the gaps we encounter inside and outside the 4 corners of the classroom, even though most of them fall beyond your job. But you still do it for us anyway. Salamat po sa walang sawang pagtuturo, pakikinig, at pagkalinga. To our taxpayers, salamat po sa pagbibigay ng libreng edukasyon. Isa po kayo sa mga malaking dahilan kung bakit kami nandito. Paying taxes has truly become a difficult task due to the anomalies surrounding our current government, where an enormous chunk of people's money gets shoved directly into the wallets of corrupt politicians instead of being utilized for public improvement. Despite these discrepancies, thank you for still choosing to comply and pay. Maraming salamat po sa patuloy na pagpapaaral. Mas madali at magaanang mangarap dahil sa inyo. To my co-awardees and students, especially those who share the same story as mine, I am genuinely proud of you for making it this far and taking the risk. To those of you who struggle to get something done but still choose to pick yourself up and do your best, look at how far you have come. To those of you who take side jobs while studying to fund your own schooling, showing up despite extreme tiredness and lack of sleep is an achievement worth applauding and celebrating. To those of you who brighten up the room with your contagious smile and optimism, thank you for making everything lighter. Lastly, to you who flash the widest smile in your iron clothes despite the silent battles you are fighting alone, thank you for staying and living. As we continue to navigate our lives inside this college, we have gradually proven that we truly belong to the paths we are currently pursuing. To the past or even the current versions of ourselves who still sloppily spill mixtures on the floor, get our hands accidentally nailed or electrocuted, acquire bruises or cuts from laboratory activities, and extend long periods of standing or sitting to get the work done, our efforts and sacrifices are being paid off. All because we have persevered, persisted, and stayed. Salamat sa pananatili, kahit madalas sumagi sa iyong isip na mas madaling huminto at umalis. With everything that is happening, despite the uncertainty, I genuinely hope everything does not stop here. May we continue to epitomize the 4 pillars of the university, namely scholarship, leadership, service, and most importantly, character. This holds equal significance in navigating a more complex life ahead. Hence, we must learn to remain consistent in exhibiting such attributes. We are only getting started. The life that awaits us entails major challenges and unpredictable hurdles. So we must learn to persevere, as remaining steadfast and driven denotes abundance, or what I prefer to call it, the art of persisting. In addition, the work does not end here. As Busiteños and BUeños, we must utilize our wit and skills to gradually introduce meaningful and productive changes to the community. I personally envisage a society where no student will encounter the same challenge I experienced before getting successfully admitted into college. I hope no one ever weeps when she receives a notice of rejection as she overthinks what to do and where to go next. I hope no individual ever considers putting a halt to education due to the lack of opportunities. As Filipinos, it is our basic right to receive appropriate and quality education, but we are gradually flitting away from that ray of hope due to the circumstances we are facing right now. Therefore, we must carry out actions that will not only benefit ourselves, but also the community as a whole, as serving the people becomes the ultimate goal of a BUeño. Further, this year's theme, Values-Driven Workforce, Digitally Inclined Lifelong Learners, constantly reminds us to consistently uphold integrity as we further acquire skills that will be of immense help and value, both in the present and future. We must look at learning as not a mere pathway to professional success, but more of a personal achievement, and it should not stop. As Kevin Horsley quotes, learning is not a destination. It is a continuous process. In this rapidly changing world, adapting is admittedly significant, as well as embracing newer technologies. However, we must continually remember to take into consideration ethical standards in every step we take, as this is what it truly means to become human, both in personal and professional spaces. In closing, let us rethink the weight of what it feels like to be rejected. After that, look at yourself now. Look at how far you have come. Oftentimes, we look at the word no as an absolute stop to our dreams or plans, which then pushes us to become discouraged. But now, I want you to look at it as a door to change, a door to a reroute, and a door to a better future. As lifelong learners, we are not solely expected to learn inside the classroom, as the world offers wider stages. As industrial technology students, we are bound to encounter numerous doors, and alongside these is the constant appearance of a no, a rejection. Not only one, but multiple no's. It is terrifying, soul-crushing even. But being able to look at each one as a redirection is what truly matters. I, for several times, have been rejected. My world collapsed. I spent unimaginable hours of crying and still recovering until now. But it will all pass anyway. Truthfully, rejection and outstanding are two contrasting words. Reading them in a single sentence results in a juxtaposition. How can you become outstanding if you have been rejected? The only way to do that is to persist. Continue, endure, and show up. Remember that we are not defined by the opportunities we lost, but the way we handled everything. The courage we acquired over time to keep moving forward. So the next time you encounter the word no, smile. Express your thanks and walk away with your head high, knowing that the closed door is a protection, a redirection that tells you that you are meant for greater things. Once again, congratulations to all of us. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you very much, Mary, for your inspiring and heartfelt message. And now, as we inch toward the conclusion of this distinguished ceremony, may we invite the Busit CISAS Coordinator and Busit Recognition 2026 Chairperson, Professor Arlie G. Presnido, to deliver the closing remarks.
To our esteemed testimonial speakers who shared their meaningful experiences towards success, to our dynamic acting dean, Professor Christian C. Calieja, and Associate Dean, Dr. J.R. M. Balion, to our teaching and non-teaching personnel, awardees, and proud parents and guardians who are present here today. Ladies, gentlemen, and in between, good afternoon. And allow me to say this, pagbati po ng pag-ibig at kapayapaan para sa lahat. So as we draw this ceremony to a close, let us take a short moment to reflect on the incredible journey that brought us here today. We didn't just gather to hand out awards and recognize your potential. We gathered to celebrate commitment to excellence and uphold the four pillars of our university: scholarship, leadership, service, and most importantly, character. Our celebration today serves as a powerful reminder that excellence is not a single act, but a habit formed through persistence, and a passion for growth and development. To our awardees, carry this recognition not just for the experience, but as fuel for your future endeavors. You have set a good standard for your peers and proved that meaningful moments are possible when talent meets dedication. However, remember that no one reaches these heights alone. We owe a debt of gratitude to faculty members, families, and friends whose behind-the-scenes support provided the foundation upon which this success was built, and most importantly, to our Almighty God. Finally, I hope everyone leaves this room feeling a renewed sense of purpose. Whether you were on the stage today or are currently working toward your breakthrough, let this celebration be a catalyst for what comes next. Let's take the energy and inspiration from this afternoon and channel it into our next great challenge. Maraming salamat po sa lahat na naging parte ng Busit Recognition 2026 committees and task forces who truly gave their effort, their time, and energy po to make this recognition a success. Also to the Jesse M. Robredo Institute of Governance and Development, JMRIGD, for sharing their sounds and lights and venue decorations. I also apologize for some lapses we had, and I am grateful for being the chairperson of this recognition for the second time. And once again, congratulations everyone and good afternoon. Thank you so much po.
Thank you so much for that very heartwarming and gratifying message, Professor Fresnido. As we gather here today for this celebration, let us take a moment to honor the spirit and identity of our beloved Bicol University, a university for humanity built on the pillars of scholarship, leadership, character, and service.
Now, may we request our attendees to rise for the singing of the Bicol University hymn through an audio-visual presentation.
You may now be seated. Ayan. Ayan, we have finally reached the end of this event. Dear awardees, as we separate today, may you take with you not only the pride in your awards, but also the renewed determination and desire to learn. as education is a continuous process.
Our titles and accolades are admittedly massive proof as our academic excellence, grit, and persistence. May these also serve as our reasons to continually aim high and spur the concurrent efforts you are exerting. Besides our individual motivations in our journey in education and in life.
May we always remember the line that sums up what a true Busitenyo is. Ang Busitenyong tunay, ang layo halangkaw pa man ginaray.
Thank you everyone and enjoy the rest of the day.